Check the receipt, ladies and gentlemen, because your boy called it. The shooting star who would shock you for calling him a JoJo reference, Benimaru Nikaido, is joining up with Shun'ei Meitenkun as their babysitter to form Team Hero and aiming for his 9th KOF Championship title. Before we deep dive into everything Benimaru has to show off, I just want to take a moment to thank all of you who have watched, liked, and subscribed to the channel so far. I've received a lot of encouraging feedback, which means a lot and keeps me motivated to keep up with all these. So again, thank y'all, and hey, if you're new and enjoy what you see, a like and subscribe to keep up the momentum would be much appreciated. With that said, let's talk all things Benimaru. Kicking things off, Benimaru gets to do what he does best and vogue for the camera, showing us that he's more electrifying than ever. And on that note, here we have a look at the side-by-side to his 14 model, and yeah, what else can I say that I haven't already? It's an across-the-board glow-up. Also, in case it wasn't obvious by now, I've really been enjoying these character intro sheets that we have been getting from KOF 15's illustrator Tomohiro Nakata. It's really nice supplemental material that I think goes a long way in showing how well the 2D designs and character personalities have been translated into 3D this time around. Including them in these breakdowns may mean taking a little longer to get them out, but I think it's worth the wait. Getting into Benimaru's moves, not many surprises here as he shows off many of the signature techniques that make him a KOF champ. The one exception is this section right here showing us two things. One, Benimaru gets his Super Inazuma kick back. In 14, it's restricted to only being the follow-up to his EI Gary for a Rekka chain, so getting free use of it again is a major boon for Benny. And two, while it wasn't shown in his trailer, we see here that Meitenkun does indeed retain his air kicks special. Important note for all trailers moving forward, absence of proof is not proof of absence. And then, in case there was any lingering doubt, we get a combo confirming that yes, EX moves can be performed without max mode. It may seem like a small difference, but this is going to drastically change how the game is played. The idea that Benimaru can catch a button with this combo at almost any point in time during a match is scary, but it's also exciting, because it means that the cast as a whole is going to have a lot more to work with to open opponents up, and that's an all-around great thing. Finally, in the last and most interesting part of this trailer, Benimaru pulls off a super cancel combo that, while flashy, is also systematically and mathematically impossible in KOF as we know it. Quick meter math. In KOF, you get 5 bars tops to work with, and that's only for your last character. What Benimaru is doing here, going from a level 1 to 2 to 3, would cost 6 bars if such a combo were possible in another game. This leads me to one of 3 potential possibilities to explain what's going on here. 1, SNK just decided to give more meter, which I highly doubt. 2, the system from the original KOF 94 is back, where you get free level 1 supers when your health is at 25% or less. This would account for how Benimaru is able to start with a level 1 and then still have the traditional 5 bars to cash out like he does. Or 3, there is a second meter. Now, there have been rumors out there for a while now that KOF 15 is going to have 2 bars, and this combo very well may be hinting towards that. When Benimaru charges up for Rising Shot, we can see that he has a unique blue aura around him that is not present when he goes into Super in the previous combo. But then, when he cancels into the EX or level 2 version of Raikoken, he charges up with very prominent red flames. This color coding lines up with both Shun'ei's Verse Powers palette and KOF 15's logo, so it inclines me to believe that 2 bars is the most likely explanation for what's going on here. Whatever the specifics are behind the system mechanics, I think the big takeaway from Benimaru's trailer is that KOF 15 isn't going to just be 14 2.0. It will be a fundamentally different game, and a more diverse one at that from the looks of it. Admittedly, the drip feed of system clues trailer by trailer is frustrating, but we are seeing new things every week, which makes one wonder, what's next? Will we see a max mode activation, defensive mechanics, and of course, who's going to be the one to show it all off? I'm thinking Kyo is next in line, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see Mai or Leona to show off a female fighter. And before I wrap this video up, I want to touch on one last point, the jump cuts. Not to say that there isn't a better way, but I think at least part of the reason why these trailers are the way they are is because SNK is trying to sell us on how fast this game is going to be. I know that justification isn't going to make these trailers any more enjoyable to watch for some people, and I totally get that. But for me, what these trailers are ultimately conveying is how quickly and immaculately your ass is going to get rocked for making a mistake. And if that isn't KOF, I don't know what is. I'm One Man Fan, and may your combos never drop.